So here is Shokhjakhon ABDULLAEV.
And now please welcome the boxer fighting out of the blue corner, representing Belgium, SCHELSTRAETE.
His opponent is SCHELSTRAETE from Belgium. So Nagi Osman of Egypt is our referee. And we're underway. 86 kilogram cruiserweight action between boxers from Uzbekistan and Belgium. And what a fast start both of these boxers are setting. The boxer wearing red, operating out of the southpaw stance, is Shokhjakhon, who's just been deposited on the canvas. Well, it's been a blistering start by both boxers. And ABDULLAEV sent to the floor. Well, he's got a wry smile on his face, but my goodness, he may want to tuck up a little bit more tightly, because looking to bomb away with that backhand is SCHELSTRAETE. My goodness, what a start. ABDULLAEV was the World Youth Championship bronze medalist earlier this year in the 81 kilogram light heavyweight division. Was in Kielce to commentate on that tournament. And he showcased considerable talent and ability there. But facing off against SCHELSTRAETE of Belgium, well, the two men looking to trade bombs in the opening stages of this first round. And it was the man in blue who landed first, and it's an overarching right hand once again that he's got cocked and loaded and ready to uncoil. The right hand, always an effective antidote to the southpaw. And my goodness, isn't SCHELSTRAETE using that shot well? Beyond the midpoint of the opening round, and is a roundhouse right this time from the boxer in blue. Trying to press his way forwards. Is ABDULLAEV, but he's really not doing a very good job of evading that right hand. Heads coming together as the two boxers fell into close range. Now it's beyond punching range as both boxers operating behind feints. Beautiful lead left, snaps the head back of ABDULLAEV. Good southpaw left hand landed by SCHELSTRAETE. Long right hand lands to the body from the boxer in blue. Counter left hand is landed upstairs by ABDULLAEV. Well, despite being decked heavily, as that right hand success lands once again, but despite being decked heavily, ABDULLAEV continuing to operate behind a low-held guard. There he did put his hands up, but there really isn't very much boxing being set up with the jab in this contest. Both men bombing away with their backhands. And remember, we're in the 86 kilogram division. So both of these guys, or the boxers in this weight class, going to possess a fair amount of pop. The bell to conclude what was an action-packed, incident-filled opening round. My goodness. No niceties of feeling out with the jab. Oh, dear me. Well, the stools collapsed beneath the active Uzbekistan coach. It looks like to be something of a fishing stool and I don't think it's taken the weight of the 86-kilogram cruiserweight boxer, Shokhjakhon ABDULLAEV. It's collapsed beneath his weight. It's in a crumpled heap on the perimeter of the ring. And despite putting his man on the floor, well, it's ABDULLAEV who was taken around on a 3-2 split, and I didn't see that in any way, shape, or form. He was in the round, but I don't think he won the round because he was put on the floor heavily like that. We've been at pains to point out that in AIBA-style boxing, putting your man to the floor won't result in 10-8, but I don't think he got back in it to the extent that he could take it on a 3-2 split. He had successes, no doubt. But wow, I think he's rather fortunate there, because the right hand of SCHELSTRAETE was a very effective shot indeed. So into the second round then. As well as that World Youth bronze medal success earlier this summer, was a continental youth success in 2019 for ABDULLAEV. Very, very highly regarded individual, and we've got just an injury being sustained here, which is being caused by a punch. A bit of damage sustained to the nose. SCHELSTRAETE looks to continue to bomb away with that backhand, but he was beaten to the punch there, or after his went long, more precisely his went long, and that of ABDULLAEV landed. And ABDULLAEV finding success with the left hand. Terrific backhand work now, but look at that, not being set up with the jab. It's almost like a duel, this one. The two men standing within punching range, and ABDULLAEV's left hand is beginning to find a home now, and he brought a right uppercut through as well, and ABDULLAEV sensing that his man is uncomfortable. The damaged nose leaking once again. He's breathing through an open mouth now with SCHELSTRAETE, because the nose damage is going to make breathing through the nose just a little bit more difficult. SCHELSTRAETE swinging away, but his punch is becoming a little bit more ponderous here now. Good right-left once again from ABDULLAEV. And SCHELSTRAETE put so much into the opening round. He's showing plenty of commitment, really full-blooded punches being launched. But I think his punches are slowing down here, and that could well get countered over the top as a hard southpaw left is whipped in by ABDULLAEV. And SCHELSTRAETE so committed to his offense, he's not really paying much attention to defense here. Appears to be the slightly longer fighter, and there he scores with a good spearing right hand to the body. Good left hand to the body from the southpaw in red, and again the damaged nose is going to have to be inspected by the doctor. Injury that was caused by a punch. Not sure whether it's worsening, but it's certainly continuing to bleed inside the final minute of this second round. It's a nice movement off the line by ABDULLAEV, and he's really putting investment into those body shots. And that investment could be returned if we make it through to the final round, because again, there's another hard left hand driven into the body, and another one. ABDULLAEV is really working the man over downstairs. SCHELSTRAETE's punches have slowed considerably, and he's been touched up to the torso repeatedly. Then a flashing right hand came upstairs. Heads come together on the inside, and a right hand from out of nowhere has completely wiped out Shokhjakhon ABDULLAEV. The referee waving this one off without issuing a count. A devastating right hand landed by Victor SCHELSTRAETE has brought an early conclusion to this contest. The doctor into the ring immediately to check on the well-being of Shokhjakhon ABDULLAEV. He was in the ascendancy in that second round, working his man over to the body, spearing him repeatedly with southpaw lefts downstairs. But then in continuing to engage in trade-offs with that characteristic low-held guard, his chin was wide open and a cracking shot was uncoiled by Victor SCHELSTRAETE to deposit his man on the canvas and put him out of the World Championships. A terrifically powerful punch detonated by Victor SCHELSTRAETE sees him progress through to the round of 16 in the Cruiserweight division. And ABDULLAEV is still on unsteady legs and unsure of where he is. Well, subdued celebrations over in that blue corner because still being checked on is ABDULLAEV. He's managed to make his way to center ring under his own steam. But that is the jeopardy that exists up in the higher weight classes. A contest that was going the way of this man with some terrific work to the body, which appeared to really slow down Victor SCHELSTRAETE. But that single shot completely cancelled everything that preceded it. Here's the verdict. And there is confirmation of a KO victory. Well, no, he's not the winner. He's the man who's just been knocked out. It is Victor SCHELSTRAETE who is the winner by knockout just before the bell to conclude the final round. What a turnaround produced by the boxer from Belgium. And he goes through to the second preliminary round, the round of 16, where he will face off against Croatia's Damir Plantic. There was the right hand, an absolute howitzer during that trade-off. The chin of ABDULLAEV up in the air, and it was lights out before he hit the canvas. The defense nowhere to be seen from ABDULLAEV, and the man was out as soon as the punch touched his chin. Terrific shot landed by SCHELSTRAETE, and he goes through to the second preliminary round.